Are you looking for the best experienced and qualified staff in early childhood development? New Discovery's Early Childhood Development Center in Sanssouci, opposite the Solid Waste Management, is your final stop. We cater for children 5 weeks to 5 years, and we offer French, Spanish, information technology, life skills, problem solving, football, and field trips. We also provide after-school programs and daily drop-ins. We're open from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily with affordable prices. Call 722-4750 or 460-2340 for more information. New Discoveries Early Childhood Development Center, where all promises becomes a possibility. With our motto, taking small steps towards big futures.
C'est mon nom, c'est Dr. Sigwe et puis
Lady Diane, notre station.
Nous avons invité à quitter
Te peuple à parler. Lundi pour vendredi.
C'était
pour 8 heures.
Nous avons opéré sur deux fréquences, 92.1 dans notre pays et 91.1 en sous pays. Bon, mademoiselle, qui ça nous a quitté peuple à faire?
Nous avons quitté peuple à parler.
Asso
hitzfm et GVD TV.
Channel
115 115. Te peuple à parler.
It's just about 3 minutes after 11. Got us a good morning once again, St. Lucia. Good morning to the rest of the Eastern Caribbean and the folks on the international side. Good morning to you. And a special good morning to you, Flawless.
Good morning.
I like it when you're in a good mood, eh? Say it again. Let me hear you say it again. Hold on. Don't rush. Good morning, Flawless.
Good morning.
Yeah, I like that. Can we use that every day? Can we try that every day? You think you can replicate that every day?
Maybe.
No, what do you mean maybe? What? Just a straightforward question. Is that yes or no?
For the low cost.
For the low cost of what? Lunch every day?
Lunch every day.
All right.
Or
So
breakfast.
I'm hoping that there's some restaurants locked tuned in so that they can sponsor your lunch.
Big up Caro's Kitchen.
Yes, big up Caro's Kitchen.
And also Club Red Sports Bar and Lounge. They're open every day for lunch as well. My people.
All right. Now speaking of food, what did you have for breakfast?
A quiche.
A who?
A quiche.
All right. For breakfast?
Yeah.
Whatever happened to bacon and eggs?
I'm not white.
Toast.
No, that's white
Coffee.
people's food. I sounded so racist, right?
You sound racist.
That's white people's
simple question
food.
I ask you. You're going to just try to change the whole world right there. Good morning to the folks at home watching via GVD TV channel 115.
I want to say good morning to Nicola.
Thank you for who's Nicola? Thank you for having us in your living room.
Yeah, she's listening
or
right now.
Or bedroom in that case.
She's supposed to be at a meeting.
And she's listening. What kind of meeting is she?
Good morning, Nicola.
That's all right. Take us on the go with you. Man versus woman.
Woman versus man. Come on, let's tell him you really need to stop that.
I'm gonna have to start using my mute button again.
If you do that.
What? If I do what? Yeah, that's how I like it. Well, we can't hear. Yeah. Okay, so let me unmute you. Just for fun. Yeah, just for fun.
Did you speak to me? I wasn't. I wasn't
listening. I don't let me send you home for the rest of the day. Yeah? Why man versus woman? Man versus woman. This is how we do it. You know, we have questions. Man will ask a question. Women will try to answer on behalf of women, and vice versa. Or sometimes we have a scenario, which we do have one today. Mm-hmm. But man versus woman. Why are women so stubborn?
The same reason men so stubborn.
No. Do not try that.
Women are what?
You guys, women are stubborn.
No, we're not.
Stubborn.
Ladies,
stubborn
are
as they
stubborn?
come. Yes,
no,
you
not.
are. The number here is 458-2488 or 721-3301 via WhatsApp if you want to make a contribution. And it's across your screen. You can call us, you can WhatsApp us, whether it's a message or a phone call. We can take calls, WhatsApp calls. So yeah, if you don't have plan on your phone or data on your phone and you're volleying a little Wi-Fi from the neighbor,
you can
just make sure you get close enough to the fence so you don't cut out. Good morning, Tamara.
Somebody said to tell Asylum to try it.
Try what?
I'll go home and cuddle.
Try what?
Send me home. You said you were going to send me home. So it wasn't said try it. She'll just go home and cuddle.
Don't try that. Reverse psychology. What are you trying there? I must send you home so you can go home and get it good. Yeah, right. I like that
kind of weather.
It's cold out there.
Yes,
last night was cold.
It actually was.
Last night was very cold.
I slept so good last night, let me tell you.
By yourself?
By myself.
You and that big ugly teddy bear you have.
I had my 4 pillows. I didn't.
And that big ugly, you have a teddy bear in your bed?
It's small.
How small? How long have you had it?
How long have I had it? About 5 years.
That's it, eh?
Yeah, not that long.
Why do women have like...
Because that's like
teddy bear. Man versus one. Why do women want to have stuffed animals in their bed? There are some people you go to their home and they decorate their bed with 1,000,000 teddy bears. Eh?
Yeah, because they're cute.
What's
I like them.
Cute?
Yes, they
Those
are.
things probably have fleas.
No, they don't. Excuse you. Speak for yourself.
What do you say? What do you say, Jules? Well, we gotta welcome DJ Jules. Jules, wave to the people. You don't know what the camera is? Oh my goodness, that's DJ Jules.
DJ Drills.
Yes. He's our DJ today.
Yeah.
So yeah, why do women have these?
Because they're cute and like when our guys are
But
away or
10
whatever.
10
we're
of them though.
Exactly.
So you're telling me it takes 10 of those little critters to make up for one missing person?
Why not 10? Why have one when you can have 10?
Then when you guys go into bed, you have to take them off and put them somewhere neat and neat them up.
Why have one when you can have 10? That's the only time you can get to.
So let's go straight. I like that you said that. Why have one when you can have 10? So with that, no further ado, let's go right into our situation this morning. What do you think? Because that just reminds me.
Right.
When you say that, it reminds me of our situation this morning.
Right.
And for ladies who have more than one teddy bear on your bed, I think this situation is for you.
This is for you.
All right, so
definitely
send me a message. You can send it via WhatsApp 721-3303. That's 721-3303. Or you can call us via WhatsApp also, and you can call us at 458-2488. Ladies who have more than one teddy bears in their bed. This morning, Man versus Woman is really about you. All right, so you ready? You ready to go?
I think so.
All right, let's go.
It says good morning, Flawless and Asylum.
No, it's Asylum and Flawless.
Whatever.
Right.
Flawless and Asylum, good morning. I think I am addicted to sex.
Why you pause? Why you took so long to say that?
I had to take my time to say that.
You have to make sure you were reading the right thing.
I think I'm addicted to sex.
Okay.
I can't stop thinking about it. I want it every day. My boyfriend, on the other hand, is a workaholic. He is never around and only has 1 day off every 2 weeks. Guys, I found myself fantasizing about other men, and I even slept out of my relationship once. It felt so good, and I've been thinking about doing it again. I really love my boyfriend, but he is never around, and I need sex all the time. I really need your opinion. Should I step out since he's never around?
Oh boy.
Whoa, you want to mix up?
The scene's so hot, me have to run.
My girl, follow your heart, eh?
No. You see, that is what I cannot understand about women, eh? I mean, what she's doing is wrong by all means. How can you tell her follow her heart?
Why you to say what's wrong on the right?
But here's the thing. You're talking about your man being a workaholic and you're addicted to sex and you want it all the time and he's never around. Now, why is he a workaholic?
To take care of you.
To try to build something, build a future with you.
Right.
And he realized that he has now that, as the old people say, make hay while the sun shines. He has the energy now. He's younger now.
Right.
He can afford to. He can afford to run his body as much as he can to try to make things happen for you guys now. So doesn't that mean anything to you?
Yes.
First of all, so why are you now, because of your selfish?
No, yes. Asylum, no.
Selfish.
Let us go back to something you said. It's an addiction.
She's addicted.
She's addicted.
So then she need help. She need help.
She need help.
Yes, she need to sit and speak
she's
with
looking for
No,
help.
that's not the kind of help she needs. She does not need help that way. She needs professional help.
Yeah,
right?
she does.
She needs professional help.
Honestly, she does.
And she needs to realize that this poor guy who she has labeled as a workaholic is out there working to make her life better.
Right.
And the most disrespect could come from somebody who who just selfish, thinks about himself alone, decides that, look, if he cannot, because of him working hard to help me to go forward in life, I am going to cheat on him, or I am going to consider having sex with someone else just for their selfish pleasure. Real thing. Real talk. Woman, you're selfish.
Somebody said.
And I hope it's not you're selling the fish.
Somebody said rape him.
So what?
Somebody said rape him.
But if that's what it is, do it.
But I thought we spoke yesterday about that.
But don't tell me you're going to cheat.
First of all,
go and step out of your relationship because you have a hunger.
No, an addiction. It's serious. It's a disease.
How she knows she's addicted? How she knows she's addicted?
She said she thinks she is now.
She thinks she's addicted.
She probably is because she wants it every day.
If she was addicted, she would know she's addicted.
Well, because she's saying.
Why not find a hobby? Pick up knitting, crocheting, or something. What do you mean?
She picked up fantasizing. So that's how.
Fantasizing.
This is my take on that, Asylum.
You're really encouraging this, eh? I mean, I find it wrong on all levels.
Fun, just for fun.
No, all levels I find it wrong, especially for the poor guy.
Let me give you my actual take on this.
Right.
I feel like the guy, you should know your woman. You should know your woman.
True, but hey,
listen to me. I don't care how long you're working. You should make time for her for that. You know that's what she wants all the time. It's
okay for the women who come home tired, and their husbands are supposed to understand.
This guy is off for once every 2 weeks.
But
your girlfriend only sees you twice a month. What are you talking about? You didn't make time, bro.
Nah, I don't believe that because at the end of the day, yes, you have needs. And that kind of stuff, but it cannot be so ferocious.
Why not?
It can't be so ferocious.
Why not? I'm sure when he met her, she was that way.
But listen to what she says. Now, I think about it all the time. Is that the only thing in life? Sex?
Yeah, there are people addiction. You said it, not me.
I said yes. You can be addicted. So then, if she is addicted, I suggest she get help. Not cheat. Not step out on this poor guy.
I suggest her boyfriend step up his game.
People, y'all see how things and times have changed. Listen to what this woman is saying, eh?
Right.
Step up your game, or somebody else will play the game for you.
That's not what I'm saying.
But that's exactly what you're saying.
No, I'm telling him to step up his game.
Right.
For his
or
woman.
else.
I never said or else.
Or else.
I'm telling him.
Well, no, tell me. Or else, if he decides that right now he needs to put in as much time as he can. Maybe he's even working in an environment where it's not all year round and seasonal. So now he's trying to make as much as he can now because he knows that down the road things are gonna slow down. Mm-hmm. Shouldn't she respect him for that?
I totally get that, but addiction is a disease, like you said.
Yeah, it is a disease. So that's why I'm saying.
I keep throwing that.
Right. So that's why I'm saying professional help, not self-help.
Right.
Not self-help.
No, but I'm just saying, because I'm sure she didn't just get that way. She's been that way, and I'm sure the guy knows that. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
so I mean, that's how she is. At least
but we know she has to eat too, and she's gonna want clothes.
I totally get that, Asylum. But what I'm saying is
prioritize.
Asylum. What I'm
we
saying
have a call
is,
coming in.
What I'm saying is,
I'm not listening to you. I'm not listening. I'm arguing with you this morning.
Don't do me that.
Call coming in. Good morning.
I'm not going to speak again.
No, you have to.
No, I don't have to.
Because so I'm voicing my opinion.
No, you're telling
caller,
me
good morning
to me.
Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Yes, our favorite caller.
Good
Flawless
morning.
is upset.
I'm not upset.
Yes, you are.
I'm not. I'm annoyed.
Yes.
I'm annoyed.
You're annoying. Yes, you're annoying.
Annoyed.
Oh, I thought you said annoying. Okay. Yes. Good morning, Tamara.
Flawless.
Yes. Yes.
Isn't it ironic now the shoes are only...
You know?
I feel I meant to cut you off this morning, eh?
You better not.
Let me tell you, now is the woman turn. The woman have addiction or whatever. Now she has a problem. But when it's the man turn, they're looking for all excuses.
But Flawless is the one who says she's addicted. She has an addiction.
I never said I have an addiction. What you talking about?
Flawless, you have an addiction. Your business out. Now your business out.
I cry.
But I feel for the poor guy because he's out there busting his behind to try to probably... What do you mean, which poor guy? And all she could do is sit there and think about sex all day?
Why not?
The man probably working some construction site in the back of nowhere. How much buses you have to take to get there? She probably not even getting up and giving her breakfast or lunch to carry to work. And that's all she thinking about is sex. I vex. I vex. I'm upset.
You upset?
Yes, I'm extremely upset there this morning.
You're always there.
Do not try to take this and talk about no men and men. We
to make your pressure go up. You're right.
to step out on him. I thought better of you. For real.
No,
I thought you had principles. Now I realize there's a whole school you have.
because it's a woman that do it. I don't know what to do. You're making excuses for the man because it's a woman that do it.
No, I'm not making excuses. The brother is probably out there bursting his behind in this bad weather. In this bad weather. In this storm that brewing.
In this bad weather?
Yeah. Listen to you.
Okay, on a serious note, I can't even go on a serious note now because I will call later.
No, I want you to say what you have to say because I'm not answering your call later. Leave that for somebody else to call. Say what you have to say now. I want. Are you addicted? Are you addicted to sex?
You want to know?
What's that?
I overdosed 3 times.
I cried.
Oh boy.
I cried.
I want to say good morning to Sandra, Louisa, and of course Melissa. Good morning to you.
And then I got help.
You got help. What kind of help did you get? What kind of help did you get?
Professional help.
Name the professional that helped you so we could get this young lady some help.
I went to the asylum.
She went to the asylum. She went to the asylum.
Just so you mixing me. The asylum is not for that.
I cry.
Bye.
Bye.
See that?
Okay, I got a few messages.
Right. Nonsense. I believe that mate she needs to check herself. The man's out there working hard to try to give you a better future, and all you can do is think about sex. You're probably not even getting up in the morning and making sure he has lunch and breakfast to go to work.
But you said,
but
it's something she can't really.
She can't really what?
She can't help. Oh, but when it's the men asylum, it's an addiction. When it's the women, that's what you get. No, that's what that's on your mind.
Why not go get some help instead of? I'm saying, why not go get some help instead of talking about cheating on the man?
But she's looking for help. She's looking. That's hence the reason she wrote to us. Somebody said, you should rise the pole and swing on it.
Oh boy.
I don't know what.
One thing, Hits FM and Channel 115 have some listeners and viewers there. They're easy, yeah?
Somebody said, shake my head. The first thing she needs to do is talk to her man about
definitely
sex.
I agree with you.
What is wrong with people? They do everything except deal with the problem head on.
Right. So we got another message. All I can say, she have a problem. Not sometimes. We will have feelings for sex 3 times a week. She have a problem. Yeah. This one says, all I can say is she have a problem.
3 times a week?
Yeah, that's good. That's a good amount of time to have sex, no? You want more than that?
So, anyways, the lady
Flores, talk to me there, Flores. Talk to me. Talk to me.
Anyways, honey,
harsh reality. How many times a week do you think is appropriate?
Anywho, I think you should talk to a professional like Asylum. Like Asylum said,
right.
Because I honestly think that you have a problem. If that's the only thing that's always on your mind.
Exactly.
I was joking about it a while ago, but I'm being serious now. If that's the only thing that's on your mind, you definitely have a problem and you need to get checked out. There's more to life than that.
And then remember I told you're gonna ruin a perfect relationship. I mean, I'm not saying that it is perfect, but what if it's a relationship? Because I mean, the guy sounds like a hard working.
Right.
Most of these fellas, them sitting at home on blocks, they were trying all different ways to get him to go to work.
Off every 2
and you have a man who's working himself to the dirt to take care of you, and you want to go cheat on him because you have a.
Listen, to the guy, you need to remember you have a woman at home. I know you're working to take care of her, but money isn't everything. You need to show, like, there is more to a relationship than just working.
I do understand that. And on
so
the
at
flip
least
side,
try to make a little more time for
her.
And but for her,
it sounds
she has
like she needs a bit more than a little more time.
Nah, she needs help.
Let me just read this one really quick. Clearly, she loves sex more than the man. He deserves better. Why go cheat before you even try to discuss it with your significant other? Now let me just flip the coin here. All right. A lot of times, and I personally have had, personal experience with people who are in this situation where they're in a marriage or in a relationship, and the husband just gets so caught up in trying to get to that next level that he forget why he's doing it all. He's out there working, trying to take care of the family, and he really forgets the key, the most important ingredient of all of that, keeping the family together, is time with the family, which includes time with your wife or your girlfriend or your spouse. You have to make time.
She needs reassurance.
Of course.
She needs that. All women in relationships need that.
But you are going to find situations where the wives, even though they know and understand why the husband is working, they don't care. They're selfish, so they'll go out and they'll cheat.
I wouldn't call that selfish.
It is. Because at the end of the day, it's not like these guys are out there with other women. They go to work and home, right? When they come home, they're tired. They depends on the jobs that they have. Some of them are working in construction, and they might be the company might have a crunch time in terms of getting a project finished. So they say, guys, overtime is in.
I totally
so
get that.
So when they come home and they're tired, respect that. Say to yourself, you know what? My gluttony for sex should not be the most important thing on the table.
Right. And I get that, Asylum. But what I'm saying is, if you have a woman at home, you need to manage your time better. I mean, I know you're working, but Asylum, life and a relationship isn't all about work. Because if you don't spend time with your person, obviously she doesn't get no attention from you. All she gets is money. What's money when you're in a relationship? You need to and I'm not saying that she's right for wanting to step out and all of that. But if she were to complain about it, I would totally understand. As for her being she's thinking she's addicted to sex.
But why not talk to him about it?
Well, that's what the problem is. Instead of talking
to him. Why not say, babes, I know you're coming home late and you're tired, but let me take a little thing early in the morning before you roll out.
Right, and I totally agree with that. But if she had complained about it, I would totally agree with her, because you need to make time when you're in a relationship.
We have a call. Let's see. hitzfm, good morning, live.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning, Asylum. Good morning, Flawless.
Good morning.
To everybody in studio with you right now.
All right, good morning to you.
With that lady, she has to check herself too, man.
All right.
She has to check herself. They have certain women too on the other side also. Sometimes you're gonna beg them. They always say, "I'm tired. I don't feel for it. I'm tired. I don't want sex," and so on. They always have an excuse.
All right.
They are all them things. They got to change that around, and she has to check herself. That is my opinion on that this morning. You all guys have a blessed day.
All right, thank you very much. And that's so true. There's and what does it really mean when a woman starts complaining about being too tired all the time?
Well,
I don't want to do it. You're not tired. I woke up today. I have to get up early.
It could mean
she's not interested anymore.
It could mean one of two things. It's either she is really tired for real,
right?
Or she just doesn't want you anymore.
Doesn't want you anymore. So she if she's always tired, like always
she's
really
always
tired,
then there's no more relationship.
Something's is wrong there.
There's nothing there.
All right. So this one here is pointed at you. It says they called you by your name. So I would say Flawless. I really don't believe you. LOL. And I want to know if they has two jobs where he is never home day or night, is sex his lady, okay? You need to buy her a toy?
That's what the person said.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about
that because to me that is still cheating.
Somebody said, I bet you her man doesn't even know how she feels that way.
And that's the thing, because she probably never spoke to him about it.
Right.
On a serious note, sex addiction is not easy thing to deal with, and if she is openly thinking about cheating to curb her addiction, she needs help. That's another message that we have
she
coming in.
does. Honestly, she needs help. But I'm still saying,
Right. Everybody needs help when it comes to
to
sex.
the guy, try to. I know you're working really hard,
Right.
but a relationship isn't all about work. At least try to make a little, if it's a little extra time you can pinch in, because it is very important. Because she needs that reassurance. She needs to know that, hey, he's still there and he loves me and all of that. Going to work and making money, who knows what may be going through her mind? Because a relationship isn't all about money. I know there's a lifestyle you want to keep up to and all of that, but don't forget you have a woman in the house. Because today or tomorrow, if you fall sick, it's not the job that's going to take care of you, Asylum. You need to show that woman a little extra love. The little, if it is an hour extra, you can squeeze in. Make it instead of 24 hours, make it 25 hours.
Right.
You know, or take her on a date make a little extra time for her. I believe in that, because if you don't do that, trust me, you're going to get distant with each other, and it's already started. Look, she's
looking elsewhere. She's already looking elsewhere. I mean, like I was saying
call,
earlier,
have some little conversations, and spice things up, and you do what you have to do. Don't make her feel.
Is that the same though? I mean, even if you're at work and you decide to pick up the phone, or you have the ability to talk to her on the phone, and you decide to go into a little phone sex, does that help?
Yes.
How does it help?
I don't know. Try it.
I don't think it does.
Whoa, it does.
Can we make a call right now?
It does.
Let me make a call right now.
Make your call up, Salam.
No, but I mean, flawless. Again, and as I was saying earlier, there is a lot of men, husbands, boyfriends, people in relationships that are so caught up with trying to bring the family to the next level,
right?
In terms of working and making sure that meet the needs of the family and stuff, that they totally forget the real reason why they're actually in a relationship. And which is really finding the time to spend with your significant other and your kids and that kind of thing, because they're always busy working.
Now what I'm saying is you don't have to spend every day with
them.
But at
make
least
the time.
Make some time. That's important.
Maybe, and I've actually had situations where I was in a relationship. This is years and years ago, where both of us were working. Those days I was active in the clubs and stuff like that, and I had my full-time job, and it was always in and out, right? And what we did, what I find worked for us is that we scheduled days.
Oh.
Yeah.
Appointments.
We made appointments. It might sound silly.
It's not silly,
but it actually did work.
It's good.
Where we know, come Monday, you have to be home. You got to make sure that this is our time.
Right.
Wednesday or Thursday, it was Monday and Wednesday and Saturday night. Those are our nights.
Right.
You know what I mean? If anything happened in between, fine.
It's fine, but
those days were dedicated to that.
Exactly.
So you know what? Guess what? What used to happen? It was really, really a good time, because what happened? We actually used to prepare for it.
Exactly.
Hey, guess what? Shit! Did I say that? Shoot! Today's Monday. Let me grab a bottle of wine and hustle home. Hurry up, because you know that is your day.
By the time you get home, her legs shake.
And she's ready. She done. You come home, you meet her in the bath, taking that nice long bath. She don't have the nice thing waiting for you to put. It was really, really nice.
Lavender oil burning.
All of that. So people, we need to do that. If you have to schedule time.
And what I'm saying is, don't just schedule time and you done.
So
you have to make it count.
All right. Yeah. Here's the question here, and boy, this question is a big one. And I would like for some people to call us. The number here is 458-2488 or via WhatsApp 721-3303. We take messages and phone calls. All right. You ready for this question?
I am.
One of our listeners wrote, in 2019. Are there still women who put sex before money? Just asking.
Hey, good question.
That is a question.
I think,
question. Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
I think there are three types of women.
Right.
Women who put money first. Women who put sex first. Because they already have money.
Right.
And women who put sex and money first.
All right. I think.
No, there are women who put both first, because they come hand in hand.
Man versus woman, I'm in no position to argue with that one.
I think
you would know.
I think there are three types of women.
We have a call on the line.
Women who are into those things. I'm just saying.
Call it there. Good morning. Caller, go ahead.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning again. On a serious the sex addiction on the ladies. Some of these ladies is like the man the dildo, the sex toy. They even serious. I have a friend of mine, and he had a boyfriend, and plus she had a dildo, a sex toy, and he even upgraded to the ones that them.
She upgraded.
And they have to when the addiction is so serious, they have that and agreeing where the toy is the toy. So they some of them they actually but for the girl boyfriend, and then she's saying if she's thinking of doing it again and all that. I find that she's really heartless because you're there with your boyfriend, you're probably working hard or too tired, you're probably working construction, you're in construction, you're always tired. Right. So why does she have, as if she's just heartless. She really needs to get some help for that sex addiction, because it's not an easy thing.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with, being a lover of sex. I mean, every man wants a woman that's, that's sexual, like that likes the. But when you get to the point where you're telling me that you think about sex so much that you consider it, or you've cheated and you've considered cheating then you have a problem. You definitely need help.
I feel like if you're addicted to sex, be addicted to your partner's sex.
There you go. Yeah.
The question, if the question was, the last question was, should she cheat?
You should step out.
If the last question was, should she tell her boyfriend she has cheated or something like that to confess to?
All hell's gonna break loose for sure.
That she has cheated and she has a problem, and but there is no indication that she wants to stop, because the question, how does she tell? At least try and admit it to her boyfriend that she cheated and whatever. But to me, whatever her mindset.
You there still? You there, caller? I tell you, must go by the fence,
Not stopping.
Can you hear me?
I'm where the Wi-Fi is, and I have Wi-Fi at my home.
We have to do a show on a man versus woman. Who violates Wi-Fi most, men or women? Huh? Women?
No, I'm on my Wi-Fi and stop saying I don't video.
Okay. Maybe you need to switch service.
I say that too.
All right.
Yeah, so like I was saying, want help.
Yeah,
because she's asking the question she's asking. The question is asking is, and she know will tell her cheating is no.
Well, cheating is no good. Yeah, cheating is no good regardless. I mean, whether you're doing it because of money or just plain out being addicted to sex, I don't think it. If you're in a relationship and you feel like you're not. And that's the thing, I mean, a lot of people are in relationships flawless, and it's not fulfilling their needs. Why not just get out
instead of cheating?
Because here you have a poor guy bursting his behind, trying to build something with you, thinking that he's got you 100% and he doesn't.
Exactly.
When he finds out that you've cheated, and that you are considering cheating on him just for the mere fact that you want to have more sex, it's going to devastate the guy. Poor guy.
Definitely is going to devastate him.
Find somebody else who is compatible with you sexually. And because the next guy you move on to, you're probably going to do the same thing too. Right?
And that in her addiction, there are sicknesses out there.
All right.
So what if she brings home So in that, it has more things in it, and she should really try and get help, try and pray, try and look for prayers,
Right.
try and could be there. There are people who, that will help her. It's probably just a mind playing fix, mind playing that she needs
It's a mine, yes.
and whatever. So she should really try and do herself before she hurts herself and her boyfriend.
Well, that's so true because the poor guy is going to be devastated when he finds out that she's cheated on him just because she feels that she didn't feel the need to talk to him about her situation. That's the thing. I mean, I believe that in a lot of relationships, people do not talk enough.
Right.
If you're in a relationship with someone and you're big to hurt, you're supposed to tell your partner. I think that's the level in which we should bring it. It should be communicated. We need to talk to each other more.
Definitely.
And when we're in situations where we don't talk, we end up finding that we will do things outside of the relationship.
Right. It's so true. Again, I feel like she's wrong. She's definitely wrong for even okay, you stepped out once and you say that now you fantasize about men and you're even considering stepping out again. And the question she asked was, should she step out on her husband, on her boyfriend, since he's never around? Crazy question to ask, right? If you're that addicted to sex, why don't you go stop by his job
and do what?
Bathroom.
Excuse you? So you're saying if I'm with somebody and that person's addicted to sex while I'm at work, they can come here?
I'm saying if you have that addiction, you know, like you can make it a bit more exciting. Like he doesn't always, if he can't come home, like you can go to him, you can find ways to be with him. I think sex is not always about the physical.
There's
but
lots about having sex on the outside. So
there's an emotional and sensual side to sex too.
Right.
It doesn't always have to be about penetration and stuff. Like there's other sides to it. Like if you can't get that all the time, like I call him up. Make it a fun call. You know, you don't always have to. And as for being addicted to sex so much that, I mean, if I feel like if I'm addicted to sex, I'll be addicted to my person's sex.
And that's the way it's supposed to be.
You understand? As for stepping out
yeah.
and you're considering it, that is crazy.
I have a message here. It says, I would understand the situation only if there was a great age difference.
Oh.
There's another twist to it. Maybe he's having a problem. And a lot of time too, and let's look at it from this perspective. A lot of times too, when men are going through especially erectile problems,
right,
they find other ways to cover it up. One, working all the time, coming home tired.
That is so true. That is so true.
They all of a sudden they realize that Johnny is not running the way he used to run.
So I'll bury myself
I
in
don't
work.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to even acknowledge.
I don't want to deal with it.
Acknowledge the fact that it's there. And I guess the only thing to do is stay at work, go home tired, and go straight to bed.
I can't ever do anything. Which is unfair if that's the case.
Is it unfair? Or,
it is. You should discuss it. The same way it's unfair what she's doing. Exactly.
Fellas.
If you can, there are.
I always believe too. I also always believe too that when two people come together, sex at first is sort of out of curiosity. And then you develop that click.
Right.
When that person touches you, you get a certain feeling.
Right.
When that person says certain things to you, you get there's a lot of people who start off with that curiosity, get into relationships, and then they actually lose that connection.
All right.
Whereas they're not sexually attracted to each other.
All right.
I had a girlfriend long time ago again.
Long time ago.
We dated for almost 2 years, and I totally hated having sex with her. Honestly. Anything else, spending time together, chilling, going places, doing stuff together, I would have been there in the snap of a finger.
But you hated having
sex. And I didn't know why. I couldn't understand why. To this day, I still don't know why.
The sex was bad?
It wasn't bad. In my mind, we started a relationship out of curiosity. When we actually got to the point where it was considered a relationship, it wasn't that for me. I just want to be a pal, a buddy.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
And it happens. Again, is what you bring to the table, is what you invest in the relationship. I mean, people feel that sometimes you get in a relationship and it's, sex and money. You go to work, take care of, and when you come home, we have sex and that. No, you have to find time to discuss certain things in life and talk about where you want to be tomorrow.
Definitely.
And those things are what makes sex more interesting, because you're opening up to that person.
Right.
You have plans. You make plans together. That is sexy.
Yeah.
Sitting there with your other half discussing your future is sexy. Put a glass of wine down in front of you. Put the kids to bed and just sit there and talk about how you envision your life together.
Right. It makes
and we don't do these things.
It makes you smile and all of that. I know.
Of course, it drives the energy that brings you towards that healthy sex life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm no professional. But I do know that when you sit down, or when I'm attracted to women that can talk. And when I mean talk, I don't mean have conversations. You start off here, and by the time you realize 2 hours pass and you've covered an entire life.
Right. There are people who are in relationships and they don't even say I love you to each other.
They don't.
There's like nothing of substance. They don't speak, and like I don't know. I can't be in a relationship like that. I need to be able to speak to you about anything, to have a discussion with you about our future. Especially, I like to plan. I'm a planner. I like to plan things and plan for my future and all of that. If I can have a conversation with you about that, I won't. It's just enough for me. It's just enough.
Believe it or not, these are some of the little things that help Johnny to run.
Hey.
Of course, it helps Johnny to get the energy.
Yeah.
Because you're physically attractive, you're attracted to the you're emotionally, intellectually, you're emotionally attracted to the person. People talk to each other in your relationships. Sit down and discuss anything. Talk about your life. Get to know each other, and it'll bring you closer. And you'll realize that the little issue he might have that he's considering not to talk about or get any help because he's afraid to find out the truth,
right,
would go away.
Yeah. True.
Easy as that. This one says, but this guy, make some time. Not having time for your relationship or not even giving your partner sex is what makes them want to cheat or get it elsewhere.
Right.
But my girl, 2 wrongs do not make a right. So solid advice here. I want to commend that listener for that
but
contribution.
I don't even think it's 2 wrongs. I think I don't even think it's 2 wrongs or anything. I just feel like she's just addicted. So it's to her, it's not even about him not being around. She just wants sex that bad. I think that's what it is. Even if she mentioned that he is only around once every 2 weeks.
Right.
But she never said that it's a big problem and
but
he's not making time for me.
Here's the thing though. I mean, on another note, if he has a job that requires him to be at work all the time like that, and he's taking care of business, you need to recognize that too.
Right.
You obviously you honestly need to recognize that too.
Right.
Because there's a lot of women out there who getting all the sex in the world, but the men ain't working.
True.
The men are not working. The men are not bringing in no monies.
So the question is, would she rather that? A guy who stays home,
maybe
doesn't work, no money, and she gets
or
sex
what
all
if
the
she's
time?
in that situation? Would she see it the same way?
Dude, that situation has a lot of I don't even know. It's just too much. But like I told you, my take on it is, if you're addicted to sex and you want sex that bad with your person, make time. You go the extra mile. Like I said, drive to his work. You said that's a no, but I feel like
I wouldn't suggest going.
I feel like, I mean, if it's a place you can go to,
because then you might end up having him home all the time too.
No, I'm not saying go there every day.
Yeah.
But I'm saying every once in a while, when that feeling is really bad on you, and you feel
meet
like
him halfway.
Tell him come out in the parking lot. I'm in the car. Do something crazy.
You see you.
Because that's what a relationship is all about, having fun.
I mean, of course, it does lend a lot of help to a relationship when you're spontaneous and you can do things like that.
Call them and say, babe, I'm in the bathroom waiting.
We're in a different time now, the police are actually arresting people for doing these things.
Tinted cars.
Let me tell you, this one says, Life is hard and lonely when no one understands you and why you go through the things you do. Frustrations. This person sent an emoji with a crying emoji. She says, but she is lost and she has lost her substance.
Right.
I kind of agree with you there. Right. I mean, a lot of times you have to understand, and addictions, and no matter what it is that you're addicted to, a lot of times people can't curb it on their own. They need professional help. And I know you and I talked about this at length before. And some people can get up and walk away from addictions.
Right.
Right. Some people can't. Some people need interventions. They need to be helped by professionals. And that's the difference. She needs to realize or understand whether it's an addiction or a fetish that she has. All right. So then by understanding what it is she has, she would be able to get proper help. All right. This one says that's true, Flawless. Having sex in the room can sometimes be boring. Parking lot, bathroom at home, somewhere. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to go to his work. You have different places in the house that you could play around.
No, I'm just saying, if he's always at work.
The bath, in the shower, in the mornings when you get up to go for a shower. Jump in with him.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that. Jump in the shower. Do the little nasty in the shower. Right? If you live alone, if it's just the two of you, ambush him.
Exactly.
When he comes home in the evening and he's so tired and he goes in the fridge to get a glass of juice or something, just grab him right there and take it.
Get it on.
Yeah. Don't wait until.
Make it fun.
Because when you retire, a lot of times when you come home tired and you retire to bed, when you decide you go into bed, it's because you just said, you know what, this is time for me to just shut the world down.
Right.
Sex or no sex, they don't care, right? At that point, it's like, shut the world down, let me try and get some rest because tomorrow's another day.
All right.
Catch him while he's still up.
Right.
Catch him while he's still up. That funky, musty smell that came from the construction site, boy, sometimes that can be a turn on,
Or drop Red Bull in his juice, he'll not fall asleep.
Drop Red Bull in his juice. Drop Red Bull in his juice. This one says, I would understand the situation only if there is a great age. Okay, so I read that one already. Let me go back to another one. I think there's another one here. It says, all right, so this is a long one. You call it addiction. I call it demon possession. In addiction,
OMG.
she's ungrateful. I'm peeved by such women, any woman who respects herself and her husband would not lead to act so shameless. This person keep quoting the Bible for us. Every scenario we have. The Ecclesiastes 26:25.
Let me tell you.
A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. Send her away. Hebrew Israelites.
Let me tell you. I was expecting somebody to say she's possessed. Well, because a lot of people will tell you, a lot of religious people will tell you she's demon possessed. Is possessed. That's what I was raised to believe, that when you have that addiction,
that high drives. Is there addiction? Is there a difference between addiction and having a very high sex drive?
There's a huge difference.
All right.
You can have a high sex drive and only in that moment when you
right. Okay, great. I understand. I mean, she says that she cannot stop thinking about it. So I mean, I'm going back to believing what this person just said that she's demon possessed.
Could be. What could
There's a little demon in her.
It is. Let me tell you, there are demons everywhere. That's how we have demons in us. It is what it is, and the person who wrote that probably knows that.
I don't have any.
The person who wrote that knows that.
I don't have any demons.
The person who wrote that knows that. But it depends on the influence it has over you when you're possessed and how many you're possessed by.
Have you ever been possessed by a demon?
I'm possessed right now, Asylum. Can't you tell I have green eyes?
I hope Biz listening.
Good morning, baby.
You're possessed right now. I like that. I like that one.
Yeah.
I believe that conversations need to be had.
Yeah.
They need to sit down and discuss this. I think that, being the fact that he is always at work, and I'm sure he's not working and putting his money in his bank account and not spending it at the home.
Right.
But he also needs to know that whilst he is, the man of the home and has to provide, part of that provision is to spend time with your family, your loved ones, your wife, your children, if you have any, and anyone around the family circle. So I really would advise her though that she needs to get some help. I think so. I don't think cheating is the answer to her problem.
Go to church.
Right? Cheating is only gonna land you in more problems.
Right.
Right? Because poor guy, when he finds out, I hope he's not like me who just up and leave.
And I feel like she doesn't work. Hence the reason he's working so much.
So maybe that's what she needs to do. Find something to do with her time to occupy her time.
Yeah.
So she's at home all day doing nothing. Like right now, the weather's kind of cold and it's overcast.
Who knows what she's doing?
Who knows what she's doing there right now? Stop it.
Stop it. If you can hear, stop it.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I know you're listening.
Stop it.
You
should not be doing that. Let the guy wait until he comes home and then
But my advice to you,
right,
love. I mean, if you feel like it's addiction and it's that bad, you really need to find some professional help. Prayer is very important.
And I don't suggest the professional help that's gonna help you.
I'm speaking about a professional who will help you with that situation.
Right, a psychiatrist. Not a pastor or somebody who might decide that the help that you need is to help you to
get
fix
to the root of why you're
did I say pastor? I said pastor.
You need to get down to like why you really that
the
way.
good pastors know I'm not talking about them, so that's a good thing.
Asylum.
Yes.
You looking for problems?
I'm not looking for no problem. No, but I'm just saying.
So you definitely need to get to the roots of your problem. Find out why that you even feel that way towards that. Because I mean, like, why every day?
I believe
every single day.
I believe that she needs to be occupied.
I believe that she needs help. She needs to pray.
Get a job.
You need to
get
pray.
Up every morning, and then you'll actually feel what it is to be tired too. So when the man come home and say he's tired, then you would understand.
And you need to know that your addiction isn't in charge of you. You're in charge.
You know anybody who might be might have been or still is addicted to sex? Yeah.
Asylum. Yes.
You know a few people.
Asylum. Anyways.
You know a few people.
Asylum.
What about you, Jules? You know anyone? No. You know anyone that's addicted to sex? No. They don't tell you their business. All right. Your friends don't tell you their business?
I have a friend who kind of, but she's not. I wouldn't say she is.
You wouldn't say she is. She's just
she just has a high
drive.
Yeah.
All right. I know a few people.
I bet you do.
Yeah.
I bet you do. You're probably one of them, anyways. So back to you.
If I was, I'd admit it. I was at one time. Yeah, at one time I was.
And you were all over the place?
Yeah, I was, yeah. But I grew out of it.
Okay. I'm
a one girl man.
I was the total opposite at one point, but I'm not that way. In the opposite of that.
So you right now you're addicted.
I'm normal. I'm great.
You're great now. You've leveled out. You've plateaued.
Leveled.
You're
but I was the opposite of it at a point.
So you didn't want to.
It was.
Yeah. What would make a person do that though? I'll get into that point where they. I mean, I know for older people you talk about menopause and erectile dysfunctions and that can turn you away. But
I don't know if it was something I got in my
for a young person.
But my mom is that way.
Your mom's that way? How do you? How do you come on national TV and put the woman business out? I hope she's listening. But how many kids do you get? Just you and your brother?
Yeah, my mom was only two. She made us like a year apart.
And that's it. She just closed shop.
Yeah.
How did your father deal with that?
He has his children out.
You're talking to me on business.
Nobody heard what I said there. Anyways, guys, back to this stuff. No,
they're gonna put you out.
Listen to me. That is life.
They're gonna put you out. Your parents are gonna put you out.
No, they're not, and they're probably not listening. But I wouldn't say that.
But this is the real show, so we're talking about.
I wouldn't say that that's exactly how my mom is, but I know her to be like this. It's not all about that. That's not what's on her mind. You get me? She's more of a hustler. She wants to work. She wants to.
But okay. So here we go. Let's go back to our friend here, the guy involved in the situation. Maybe he's like your mom.
Yeah, and maybe the girl is like my dad.
We got about 5 minutes left. You better stop because you're gonna get into a lot of trouble there this morning.
Okay, anyways, guys,
Big up Flawless Father.
Big up my dad, you know that he's a totally different
You
man
have to
now.
champion the cause.
He's different now.
He's different now.
Changed. It's cool now.
He's cool now.
Yeah, so
all right.
Everybody's human. Everybody makes mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he admitted it and he's done with that. But
That's
anyways,
good.
back to her.
Uh-huh.
Honey, you need help. You
Lots
need
of it.
professional help. You need help from the church. You need to pray. Because if that's on your mind every day, it is not okay. Did
Right.
you hear me? Anyways, yeah, you need to definitely get that in check. Just the fact that you're thinking about stepping out and you're asking if it's okay to step out.
It's never okay.
You're
to
not
step
asking
out.
if it's okay to
It's
say
okay
that.
to leave. It's okay to leave, my dear, but not
Yeah.
okay to step out. So if you realize that the relationship is not giving you something, there's something missing,
Right.
and you're not getting it, then my advice to you is to find a way out.
Right.
Because you're living a lie.
Right.
You'll be pretending. Because
Right.
whenever you already go and get your fix outside, you come home and you're all smiles. You're the happiest wife. But it's
Right.
not your husband that's making you happy or your boyfriend that's
Exactly.
making you happy. So what's the point?
Right.
So if in fact that you feel the need to step out, I believe that you should step out completely.
Completely. Amen to that.
Leave the man alone. Let him
Yeah,
find a
leave
woman
him.
who can appreciate his hard work.
Exactly. And there are women
Uh-huh.
who will appreciate it because those women work hard themselves. And I'm sure this guy is working hard because you're not working. And I'm sure he doesn't want to retire and not have anything for himself,
Right.
you know, or anything for y'all.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, if it was me, he doesn't have the time. I would make the time to give him the thing. You get me?
Right.
It's not all
I like
about
the way you emphasize that.
You
You
know,
emphasize
'cause
that. Like you
you-
put a little energy in there.
because I mean, you have to know how to keep your man, and I mean, just keep your relationship happy and
Right.
healthy and going. Don't let it die. Don't let that flame die out. If you have to do whatever you have to do to get. Do your thing, girl. But don't go tell me you're going out, stepping out
Stepping
because
out is not
you're
cool. It's not
addicted
cool.
to
It's
sex.
not cool.
First of all, like I told you, I feel like addiction is a state of mind. It is a feeling, and people can fight feelings. That's just for me. I don't know how it is for her.
I agree with you.
That's just
to
my
some
opinion,
extent. I strongly do believe though that whilst some people are able to just walk away from it, from being addicted to anything in particular, there are others who are so engulfed, so deep in it that they need some sort of intervention to pull them out.
Well, yeah.
Ultimately, it really boils down to you whether or not that intervention works.
Right.
But you need that initial help to get you started and to put you on the right track so you can move forward.
Right.
You know,
I just feel like asylum, like
Mhm.
at the end of the day, it is your body, it is your mind, it is yours. Just like even with possession,
Mhm.
like our listener messaged you and said,
Mhm.
again, if I'm possessed, there is no way that this entity will have any control over me.
Mhm.
You get me? If I allow it to, but to say just have control over me because it can, no, there is no way. Because and let me tell you, no feeling is in charge of me. No addiction is in charge of me.
When it comes to sex, it's different. I believe that that's a different type of.
Nope.
When it comes to the feeling of being sexual,
Right.
that is something that sometimes it takes you. Yeah, work. Some people at work and it takes them. It's the mind. Yes, they try to control themselves, and but there are times when you just fall prey to it.
There are times the
Especially
feeling,
if there's
the feeling take
especially
you
if
and
there's
your
some
knees just get weak.
provocation.
Your knees just got weak. You first.
Especially if
cool
there's
down.
somebody provoking you.
Ignore.
For the co-workers
Get your
who
mind off of it.
Yeah.
There are always asylum. It's always about,
I really want to say to the young lady that she definitely needs to consider her situation in the sense that yes, her boyfriend or husband is as she claims it, a workaholic, but I'm sure he's not working for himself. He's working for both of you. And what you need to do first and foremost is have that conversation with him.
Right.
Sit down, discuss the issue with him, let him know how you feel.
Right.
Let him know that you think that maybe he needs to find more time.
Right.
And you yourself can try to be more creative.
Right.
Catch him when he's in the shower.
Exactly.
Just before he get out of bed.
Do fun
If you
things.
feel that when he comes home at night he's too tired, then catch him in the morning
I'll
when
put
he's
a
not
Red
too
Bull in
tired.
his juice. It works.
I hate you. I don't like you. I'm trying to be serious here.
But I'm serious. It does work.
Try innovative ways. Try to come up with some way. Maybe he's not as attracted to you as he used to be. That could be it.
Asylum, why did you have to say that?
But maybe that's what it is. Maybe he's
But you
finding the
didn't have
reason
to
to
say
go to.
that.
but I'm just being real.
Okay.
Harsh reality.
Fine.
That's how I am.
Typical man, eh?
I'm telling you like it is.
Aye.
Right?
All men.
So you need to find the flame that's in that relationship and light it back. Get it burning again.
Kerosene.
And find something to do with your extra time too. Because that could be the demon that's really bogging you down.
Adopt a cat. Need to listen.
Buy a dog from me. I have some dogs. I have some pit bull puppies.
Some pups and see.
Yeah,
So cute,
yeah. See, I just have to take a plug there. I hope my boss not listening.
But they really
But
are.
find something to do with your time. Pick up a hobby. Do something that would take your mind away from wanting to think about sex all the time.
Right.
Right? So it's just about 12 o'clock. It's time for us to leave GVD TV.
Yeah.
Again,
so
it's so
much
fun today. I always have fun, right?
Thanks for everyone
Folks,
who's sending their contributions and all of that.
Yeah. And not to forget that as of right now, GVD TV will be bringing you breaking news as it happens right here on hitzfm and also on GVD TV. Anything happens in St. Lucia, we'll just come live with it and give you that. We also want to remind you that we are live on YouTube, on Facebook. So go to those platforms and like our pages,
on
subscribe
Facebook,
to our
Caribbean
YouTube channel so you don't miss a beat. When you're on the go, YouTube will notify you that we're live, and if you're not at home to watch TV,
make sure you subscribe and all that.
Yeah, subscribe and all that.
Yeah.
All right. Man versus woman.
Woman versus man. It was your girl Flawless in asylum.
Yeah, I always like to twist the thing up there.
And
DJ Drills. Yeah, DJ
Drills.
Have yourselves a wonderful one, St. Lucia. We are out of here.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. See you tomorrow. Same place, same time.
You're listening to DJ Drills.